A few days ago, the Finance Ministry in India has reported that Indian economy is looking quite positive. Most indicators are moving in the positive direction according to the government reports. But if we go in depth into the particulars, we should also be aware of two underlying problems that Indian economy is facing at this point of time. India is facing slow income growth and very slow private investment and consumption growth. On one hand, this has led to a sharp increase in consumption of loans, while on the other, public investment also has increased. In addition, there is always inflation factor which is often higher than official figures as they indicate. For this purpose, it's useful to recall John Maynard Keynes, the great economist of the 20th century, because it was he who had formulated the paradox of thrift. Thrift stands for a recession where people save more as they are uncertain about their future incomes. So they clearly spend less. As a result, demand and production declines. Investment also declines as production declines, resulting in incomes falling or growing slowly. Savings may increase even further as a result of this. It then repeals the whole process. This is the situation right now in India, isn't it? It's not just consumption that's low. Savings are also lower than they have been in over a decade, at less than 30% of our GDP. In a recent report, the Bank of Baroda also argued bluntly that real incomes are actually falling due to high inflation. Economic distress is not always, of course, reflected in official statistics. Apparently, physical assets are being consumed more. This may be the defense some may take, stating that all is well with the economy. But the evidence is patchy. Only homes and high-end cars are finding greater consumption. The skew is probably nothing more than the result of inequality. There is a little comfort to be found in it. Where does the money come from to finance consumption expenditure if incomes are not rising quickly? This is the question which daunts each one of us. Of course, as per the evidence-based studies, at this point of time in India, the consumption is coming from the consumption of loans, about which the Reserve Bank of India has been fretting, especially since more than half are unsecured loans. It is necessary to ask why people are borrowing, since most of these loans will not be used to purchase assets like cars and homes. Many people are having difficulty making ends meet at this point of time, which could be the reason the rise in the personal loans segment. In other words, either they are not spending less or they are borrowing to spend more. Economically, neither situation is promising for our country. Low savings investment consumption has been a characteristic of India for a long time. Our current situation is structural to an ever greater extent. Due to India's inability to solve these structural problems, it is highly susceptible to cyclical fluctuations. Sadly, these cycles are becoming shorter with all the attendant social problems that invite populist political responses. All around us, we are seeing that, we are going to see that. Hope the information is useful to you all. Thank you very much.